Well, Hollywood came rolling into Waterbury recently, where an audience was able to witness singing and dancing nuns and some bowling, too. Besides the hoopla, they saw a show with a lot of heart. Crossroads Magazine's Patrick Toole has the story.
Just stick your fingers in that bowl and knock 10 pins down. Shout amen, hallelujah, then go and paint the town.
The Palace Theater was invaded by singing nuns. They were the stars of the newest production of the successful off-Broadway series, NUNSET. For 17 years, Dan Goggin has written and directed the NUNSET series of theatrical productions, and his newest creation, NUNSET Boulevard, recently came to Waterbury.
The nuns are going to Hollywood. They think that they're going to be playing at the Hollywood Bowl, but when they get there, they discover that it's the Hollywood Bowl-orama, and they have to do their show in a bowling alley.
As the nuns try to strike up some applause from the audience, they are spared when they discover the chance of a lifetime.
They hear that there's a screen test going on across the road for a movie about the life of Dolores Hart, the movie star who left it all and became a nun.
Dan was inspired by the story of Connecticut's most famous nun, Mother Dolores Hart, who gave Elvis Presley his first on-screen kiss, but gave up the Hollywood lifestyle to join the Abbey of Regina Laudis in Bethlehem, Connecticut.
When I wanted to write a backstory for NUNSET Boulevard, and I thought, well, if the idea if you go to Hollywood, everybody wants to be in the movies, she would be the ideal person, because it just all fit.
He also wanted to write about a close friend.
I met Mother Dolores about 15 years ago when I was working on a show up here in Connecticut, and we became great friends, and we've been in touch ever since. So when I finished the whole script, I said this was dedicated to Mother Dolores, and she was thrilled.
Mother Dolores Hart attended the show in Waterbury and was excited to see it for the first time.
He told me that he was going to tell my life story. I'm very fascinated to know how this and a bowling alley, well, I think offhand it was that wild.
She was also thrilled to be mentioned in the play.
You never leave being an actress. It's always in your soul. And so when something like this happens and your name is given a place of honor in the production, that's wonderful. And you know that you can get older, but you can never become a lesser. And that's wonderful when that happens.
It's glamour and limos and tinsel and glitz.
The lights and spectacle of Hollywood can be glamorous, while life in the Abbey of Regina Laudis can be very different.
The fire department asked us to redo the stairs that went to a certain level, and then we discovered that what we really needed was a whole new wing in order to make this possible, and so then they decided they also needed an elevator.
That is the Abbey's New Horizons project, which will provide some much-needed renovations. Dan wanted to help the Abbey and his dear friend.
So we talked to the Palace Theater and said, would they make it possible that we could bring our tour here, and together we would try to raise money in a benefit for the Abbey.
It was really a tremendous grace for us, because we committed to $4 million to make this renewal, and we don't have $4 million, so what we have is faith.
At the end of the day, both Dan and Mother Dolores just wanted the audience to enjoy the show.
We're Hollywood blondes and we're having a ball.
I think once we capture your attention with the sister in the traditional habit, then if we can make you laugh, we gotcha. And I think especially in this day and age with all the troubles people are having, to be able to give people 2 hours of laughter and fun and just kind of raise their spirits, it's a very rewarding feeling.
I hope that this will inspire people to do what they know they should do, because I believe not that everyone has a vocation to a monastery, but everyone has a vocation to life.
I'm Patrick Toole, reporting from Waterbury for Crossroads Magazine.